Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and I'm kind of excited to bring this review to you today. It is not my controller of choice. I thought I do, but a lot of you guys asked me, what controller do I recommend for the Z Fold 4, to play games and stuff like that. Now, me, I'm an emulator freak, so every game on an emulator I dig. To play this also on cloud gaming, pretty awesome. So today we're going to be doing a review of the Razer Kishi version 2, but I am gonna say wait for my next review because I will explain to you everything from there on the next review for the other controller that I recommend, even though this is pretty dope. So let's anyway get right into it and do an unboxing. Okay guys, so it comes like that with a cheap handle grip or whatever, but this looks like high quality stuff right here. So we have this coming out, we have the controller, which I'm going to show you, foam, which I always say keep the foam because you could put it on in a case or whatever like that if it's high quality foam, and definitely you guys could do a ton with that in terms of protecting your unit. Comes with these, and I'll explain to you why these are totally useless but could help you in the long run. Let's see here, is there anything else here? No, just Kishi and the sponge here. Okay, so first, let me explain to you what this thing has compared to the first version. It's not as cumbersome. Has this kind of backbone effect here. So you're going to see right here. Now I am going to say this has great grips on here. So kind of really grippy. I don't know if you guys could see this. Yeah, I think you guys can, right? So it has these little etches all over this to give you that grip feel. Nothing rubber, it's in the plastic. So that's kind of sad, and I'll explain to you why. The joysticks, God only knows if it's going to have drifting issues, but it feels a lot like the Nintendo Switch. But we'll see how the heck that goes, through the year or whatever. The second I get any drift, I will make an update on this and literally tell you what the hell. This thing I really like, the tactile feedback. Really feels good. The triggers here are absolutely amazing. Very, very responsive. I mean, I have some controllers that I bought that are, high-end, and they're wickedly expensive. Now, the caveat here, but first off, let me show you this. Now, this is clicky, so it's not really rubbery, but I gotta tell you, I played it on my friend's controller, and I gotta tell you, this, I was playing Street Fighter, the Hadouken, down forward, you gotta slide it. I even did the Zangief, what is it, 360 pal driver, if you guys know what it is. You gotta go in a circle with a joystick, and did it literally with this, and everything worked. Very, very high responsive. Now, here is what I'm not a fan of, okay? I would really hope that, you guys remember when I did the review for you guys for the FLIR, it's like this infrared camera that goes underneath your cell phone. So it could go into your any case you have, you could use it, because what'll happen is this will go more up, and then you have like a wheel here that would be able to strengthen it, or or make it go up, or make it go or make it go down. This thing obviously doesn't have that. Very not well thought out, because again, like I told DJI and their stupid Osmo Mobile, as I always told people, you guys are investing $2,000, $3,000 on a phone. Okay, like $2,000, all right, on a phone. And they expect you to use it without any case or any protection, which is extremely stupid. Now, to play this on your Fold 4 is a nightmare, and I'll tell you why, because you're going to be bottom heavy, so it's like nothing really holding it in the bottom or top, only this thing and the clip on this. Now, you can't have a case. So you got to pull it out of the case. Now, I don't know if you guys have the Unicorn Beetle, as I did a review for you guys, one of the best cases out there, except, the front is a little bit in there, but I told you guys in there, I still think it's one of the best. And of course, the wallet case, I did a review for you guys, which is pretty thin. With a very, very ultra thin case, you would be able to have it on it. But again, doesn't protect your freaking unit. So what they did was they said, okay, well, we're going to let people make, have more, so you could pull these out. So they're like, we're going to have them, we're going to have these thinner ones here, so you guys could put a little bit, bigger ones. See as it goes here, and it really stays and latches on. So you could put more thicker phones into it, but that's nonsense, because the only thing you'll be able to get into this that is a case is the ultra thin, and you will need one of these to have that done, and so you'll need to replace the big rubber with that, which is complete stupid and garbage for a $100 item. Now this is a dummy controller. Now what do I mean by that? This is not something you're charging. It literally sucks the power out from your phone and powers it on. Now, it has this, right? Now you're thinking this is gonna enable quick charging. Nonsense. $100 Joy-Con. Nonsense. People are telling you it's good. How dare they tell you that's good? Again, paid for reviewers versus a real reviewer. This does not allow quick charging. And if you think that it'll allow also data, you're wrong. You're mistaken. It won't even allow data through this. So what does this do? Barely charges it just enough so you could play it as as it's wired. And again, due to the location of this and the fact that this can't go up, you can't use it with a case at all, unless it's ultra thin, which doesn't protect your phone anyway. And it's just a pitiful shame that they don't allow this even. I would have did something where this has a spring and goes a little back, so it could kind of, and then kind of positions itself for $100. And this is a dummy controller, nothing electronic in this except this and the motherboard that allows you to input that. But I'm saying it's not self-powered, so you're gonna need to power this baby. Now I prefer controllers that don't have this stupid thing, especially if it has hardly any use. Why have this? They should have allowed you to remove it if you don't want it, and to be able to play it in Bluetooth. But again, it's not meant to charge. It's not meant to do anything like that. So it's not a Bluetooth connection and any of that. So it goes directly in. Now, you're not going to have any latency issues, but the controller I'm about to do a review for you, I had no latency issues at all. So I'm going to be doing that in the next review. This is not worth $100, guys. I'm letting you guys know. Sure, it feels nice, and sure, on the Fold 4, it is definitely not worth it, because you're going to be bottom heavy, nothing protecting your unit, and most likely you're going to drop the damn thing. It's not worth it, okay? And the fact that you can't use it with a case, big negative to Razer Kishi version 2. They probably need Kishi version 10 to finally have some common damn sense, because this is nonsense. It's a piece of trash, okay? And you're not going to like this at all if you have a Fold 4. Now, if you have one of those candy bar phones and you want to put it in there, sure, definitely. I could see myself with my Note 20 when I had it. God rest its soul, the best phone, I still say that was. You put that in there, and you'd probably have a good time that you could play. Again, no case, unless ultra thin case, which is very, very stupid. But anyway, so you do that, and you basically, let's see if this thing, yeah, these are the skinny ones. You put these suckers in, if you can get one of those thin case things, and just put it in there. Really, for $100, I would give this at most maybe $40. Okay, it probably took him like even $10 to make, maybe $5. Seriously, it's just plastic junk. So if you do this, and with everything here and whatever, I'm gonna say $40 this thing is worth. $100? Get the hell out of here for $100? No freaking way would I pay and I did. I can't say that. No freaking way would I pay $100 for this if I did do reviews. I'm telling you, I'm going to try to return this to Amazon in like ultra fast speed, because I am not digging this. And if I can't return it, this will be maybe I'll do it as a giveaway or something like that, or I donate usually. I work for Catholic Charities also as a side gig as Big Brother. I'll probably give this to one of the kids and make their day. I don't know if I really want to do that, only because I don't want their phones to crack. So I'm not sure, but we'll see where I go with this little Kishi, or maybe I could actually return this thing. So we'll see what happens. But Really, really epic fail by Razer. I really expected more. Seriously, I really expected more from the version 2. I thought there was going to be more flexibility on this. If this thing only, they were smart enough to have common sense to make this go a little bit back towards me, let's say, with a spring action, and this thing would have been more locked, or maybe even this to like the flare, whatever. If they had like some kind of knob here that you can just very tiny make it go up and down, it could go through any case as well, because this is a nightmare to use on the Fold 4, even without a case, because again, bottom heavy really sucks. That's why I like the ones without this, because then you have the flexibility to put it exactly in the middle and it looks that much cooler. Now, I am going to say this, if they had a way to remove this, to take it out and put it, that would, if I could just take a pair of pliers, cut them out, that would have been great. But guess what? It's not Bluetooth, so you need this in order to play on your phone. So in terms of how it translates, they did a great job. I mean, I just go on my emulators and it automatically detects it. So pretty damn dope on that end. Definitely. I definitely dig that. I definitely, the fact that you have sort of like unlimited power if you hook it up, but it just barely gives you enough to juice it as you're playing. And who knows, the high demand games, if that's going to work, if it's going to charge it more, then it's gonna shoot, or it's gonna be like a Blackmagic camera where you're charging it, the original Blackmagic camera, the production 4K camera, where some people said, oh, we'll just plug it and have infinite power, and then realized it's wasting more power than it's actually charging. So I'm hoping that's not the case here. But other than that, I mean, very good tactile feedback, really good, just very sad in the way you have to connect to your phones. Even if you have a candy bar phone and not a Fold 4, this is a nightmare to use, only because, first off, you're limited to where you put it. But if you have a candy bar phone, you don't care. But also at the same time, what you need to understand is that this thing will not work with a case, which really, 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 really sucks. Now, if you guys know, the Fold 4 has usually these things that stick to your phone because you need it to stick. The wallet case, I've noticed I don't need to do that, so I'm kind of happy. I could take it out and pull it out and do whatever I want. But I'm saying there's a lot of a lot of people that want it stuck on the case. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to keep removing it. So goodbye to that. And your case is gonna, just basically just slip right off, and that's gonna be a nightmare, especially on the Unicorn Beetle. When you take that baby out, I mean, it's made for a one-time application, or you have other strips that you could put onto there and try it again, but every time you take it out, eventually, obviously, there's not gonna be any adhesive, and then you're kind of screwed. So that's something to think about when you're getting this. Definitely, I'm gonna try my best to return this to Amazon. I'm gonna wait for the next one that I'm doing a review on, so I'm waiting for the next controller, and that is something that I want you guys to see, because I think you guys will definitely dig it, so definitely stay tuned for that. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'm giving this actually a whopping epic fail of 4 for the Fold 4, a 4 out of 10. Okay, and definitely because of the $100 mark, I am gonna absolutely not recommend it, not even for $80. Now, if it drops down to 40, you can make that call. Absolute junk and absolute liability for your, for the phone. Now, I hope you guys have insurance on your phones, because you're gonna need it when you're Razer Kishi version 2. So that's all I got to say about that. But really responsive button, so I'm going to give it a whopping 4 out of 10. Do not recommend it. Again, I'm going to reiterate, I do not recommend you guys spend $100 on this. Hell, I don't recommend you guys get this at all. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. As always, guys, self-funded here. I buy things with my own money. That's why I'm probably the only one that's telling you this is crap. So I'm not a pay-for-reviewer that's going to tell you guys something just, to sell. I'm telling you guys the absolute truth. This is junk. Don't even bother with it. I thank you guys for offering me Patreon services. I'd rather you guys keep that money. As always, I tell you guys, that's why I don't do Patreon. I don't do affiliate links, only because I work 3 jobs to make this happen. I open this to just better inform people so they don't get ripped off by these paid-for reviewers, because I had many, when I was a big brother, many people, and I still am, and still love it, and I think everybody should do this at least once in your life. You have to do a year commitment, but once in your life, sign that in. It is something that's very rewarding, but at the same time, what I'm going to tell you guys is, what I learned is so many kids were getting ripped off, kids that didn't have money, and they were getting ripped off by these paid-for reviewers telling them things are good when it's not. That's the reason I came out with this channel, and I'm damn proud of it. Just word of mouth, a little over a year I took this seriously, and we have almost 10,000. Not too shabby, guys. So as always, guys, like, subscribe, hit that bell button. You guys are already doing more than enough. By commenting down below, hitting that bell button, and liking the video, you're helping the algorithm and helping people sift through less garbage to get to the truth from to get real information from real people like you and I. That's why you're commenting down below. You guys are the jury. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think of being not being able to spend $100 and not being able to use your freaking case on a dummy controller, to pay $100 on a dummy controller? Unbelievable. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I definitely want to hear that, and the community at large obviously wants to hear it, so we could all make better informed decisions. So as always, guys, like, subscribe, hit that bell button, share it with everybody you know, make the family grow, comment down below. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye. As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here, be sure to check out all my other stuff, from mini-series to unboxings to technology, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button, as many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.